Welcome back, everyone. I was gone last week. I had a very busy week dealing with a couple things, so I apologize. But we're going to mix this up into 2 weeks at a time. We're not going to go through every single house because that's going to be a lot. We're going to just kind of touch upon the basics. So in this case, in the last 2 weeks, from May 28th to June 1st, we actually had a total of 13 homes that were sold in the city of Covina. 8 of those homes were conventional. 4 of them were cash and 1 was an FHA. So we're going to get right back into it. And because this is different, we're going to be going over houses that were sold that had credit given to them and just kind of highlight a few things for you during this time period. So we're going to start off with Forestdale. Forestdale was recently sold just kind of nearby Grand and Badillo, so that neighborhood just north of it. This was actually on the market originally for 1.07. Actually, no, I believe it is actually higher, but I may be wrong. They actually sold it for 1.35 million. They did sell it below asking price, and I want you to remember this house until I get to the next house. This specific property looks like they did some remodeling. They didn't remove the carpet. This one actually sold, when it was sold, they actually gave a $1,000 credit to the buyer for termite and home warranty. This sold for a price per square foot of $402. All right, so remember that. $402. This specific home, unfortunately, is a larger home. It's too big for the lot size. So that can hurt you when you were actually the largest house in your neighborhood. So that was an issue here that I saw. So just keep in mind that this sold for price per square footage of 402. And this was where it is. Okay, yeah, 2,500 square, a little under 2,600 square feet. All right. All right. So next one, we have Santiago. So we have a Santiago sold, and actually in lieu of credits, they actually lowered the price on this property. So it was originally at 980. They ended up walking away with it with 875. So, that looks like that view, right? What a great view of the valley. So yeah, the house does need some work. This came out to $414.20 a square foot. Awesome view of the valley right there, but does need some love in this community. So again, instead of credits, they did have a price reduction just due to the issues of the home that it had. So, all right, so we're going to go ahead and move on to another property. Again, I'm not showing you every single home this time around. I'm just going to show you some of the ones that got credits for their home. So next, we're going to move on over to near Glen Avenue. Oh, excuse that noise behind me, those motorcycles. All right, so near Glen Avenue was listed for $1 million. They sold a little over $1 million, $1,015,000. And this one is actually, well, wait, is this on the right one? Yeah, near Glen. Yeah, near Glen sold for $18.21 a square foot. So $418.21. They actually had a $10,000 credit for this particular home. This actually looks familiar. This home kind of has the same layout as a couple of the homes I see in the Covina Hills area. Oh, I'm sorry, the Covina Heights area. Nice home. Clean, but no mention. Older, dated, but clean. And what a lot of people like to say, good bones, right? All right. So again, this was at a price per square footage of $418.21. Next, we're going to go to Viceroy. Viceroy had a $5,000 credit. $5,000 credit, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. The square footage on this is 1,575. But again, there was no mention in terms of what exactly was given on this property for the credit. All right, next we have Brookport. Brookport Street actually had some issues with the swimming pool. So the negotiation, and a clean home too. The negotiation here was they ended up getting a $2,500 credit. The price per square foot on this home ended up being $510.20. Let's go to the swimming pool. I wonder if there's this would be a better way to check out the backyard. There we go. Yeah, so apparently there's something going on, but we can see here there's no water here. So maybe something with the jacuzzi area. So that may have been it. All right, so moving on, almost done. We got a couple more. Burwood Street had a credit of $7,000 on this property. This one was $600.94 a price per square foot. Why is it so high? Well, the size of the home is actually 1,065. So you tend to see a little bit more of a higher price point, price per square foot on smaller homes in the city of Covina. And they actually received a 7,000 credit. So, okay, moving on. So we're going to go ahead and move on to Cienega. Let's see, Cienega. So Cienega also had a $10,000 credit. Oh, there we go. So Cienega also had a $10,000 credit on this property. A bit dated, older cabinetry. They have some floor plans right there. Okay, so nice solid house, clean home. So in terms of why, it doesn't say why, but the price per square footage on this one was $686.87. So on this one, so remember that first house I told you about? That was price per square footage on that one was over 2,500 square feet, a little under 26. That was 402.10. This one's 990 square feet, and the price per square footage here is actually 686.87. So, all right. Other than that, I hope that information was useful for you. I will be getting back to it next week. Again, I apologize for this being late. Figure I'd get all those houses in one. I didn't want to do all the homes, but I wanted to make sure that I at least got the meat and potatoes of what's going on when it comes to credits for buyers that are receiving them from sellers. So these buyers were actually the ones where we started seeing the interest rates go up, and so we saw that there was a lot more credits were given compared to the weeks before. In terms of what folks were getting before, and there was really, it wasn't as popular to give credits, but now we're starting to see a slight change in tide when it comes to purchasing a home in Covina. If you have any questions or interested in knowing what the value of your home is, I would be happy to help and kind of help you navigate those waters. We have very much experience here in the city of Covina, really understanding the market data from day to day. So again, my name is Jorge Marquez, MrCovina.com. Feel free to follow me on Instagram at Mr. Covina or Sold by Marquez. I'd be happy to help you out. Talk to you soon.